Alrighty, Hunter x Hunter episodes 124 and 125. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays to everyone. I've just had a few weeks off, I'm feeling refreshed, and I'm ready to finish this show. It's been over a year that I've been doing Hunter x Hunter on the channel. It is a big project, but we're down to the last 20-something episodes now, so we're only a few weeks away, really. And I've had a bit of time to really think about how I'm viewing the show, how I'm expecting things to pan out in the end of this arc and the final arc of the show as well. Something this show does a really good job of is just making you completely forget about Jing. Obviously, everything we've done up to this point has been like a little side quest for Gon to get to Jing, even what's going on with the ants here. It's for Gon to get Kite back, which I'll talk about in a minute, which might not necessarily directly translate in Gon's mind to him finding Jing. Obviously, Kite is a very big symbol for Gon in finding Jing, but I think for Gon at this point, it's more about he just loved Kite so much, he looked up to him so much, and he just wants revenge and he wants Kite back. And at this point, it's quite obvious, right, that when Gon meets Jing, it's not going to go the way that Gon thinks it will. It's going to probably be a pretty big disappointment. I'm getting the same vibe around this whole Kite situation. You know, I've talked about it a bit previously, but I don't think this whole Kite situation is going to pan out the way Gon thinks it will. It's not going to be as simple as you just get Pito to heal him. Like, Kite was dead, like his head was gone. We saw that. Gon didn't see that. No one's seen that outside of Pito, so it's reasonable enough for Gon to assume that when he sees Pito, you know, healing Komugi, that in Gon's mind, Pito's potentially transforming Komugi into what Kite has become. But I've got a pretty strong feeling at this point that Kite's done. I don't think we're getting Kite back. And most of that does come from, you know, I'm expecting the Gon and Jing interaction to be a big letdown. I'm expecting this to be a big letdown for Gon as well. We've already seen him almost explode with anger against Pito already. I'm thinking that when Pito can't bring Kite back, I think Gon might snap completely. So I'm trying to keep all of that in my head going forward. I've been so sucked into the whole Chimera Ant side of things that you forget like the big picture of Jing and everything and Kite. And the Phantom Troop as well, like they've been so absent. We did get that one cameo of them defending Meteor City from the ants, but seeing as what's going on here doesn't directly relate to the Phantom Troop, they have no reason to get involved. It is kind of a disappointment to me because I love them being in the show, especially Hisoka. God, Hisoka would love being here, like fighting against the Chimera Ants, the guards. But it is a very different tone about this whole arc, so it does make a little bit of sense for it to be mostly serious and not having things like, you know, Hisoka getting in the way of that. Even Leorio, you know, and Kurapika, I guess. I miss all of them, man. I really do. I know we'll see them again, maybe towards the end of this arc, and I assume in the last arc. But what I'm looking for in the rest of this arc is we've just had Netero's fight with the King begin, and that's already got some really interesting tones about it. It seems like Yuppie and Puff are also on the way to where that fight is happening, which just leaves Knuckle and Killua, I believe, to go and see what's going on with Gon and Pito. That's really all that's left to go on here. I'll be honest, I'm quite glad that the amount of things that are going on are minimizing, because we're getting to the really good stuff, you know, Netero versus the King. Whatever becomes of this Gon and Pito situation, maybe even Killua and Knuckle pull up to Gon and realize they don't need to be there and they go off and fight Puff and Yuppie, because I need more of that Godspeed Killua, man. But still a lot to happen, you know. I want Gon and Pito to have a proper conversation. I want Komugi to wake up and maybe bring Gon back down to earth. I don't know if that's possible. I want to see what happens after that with Gon and Pito and this whole Kite thing. We're just in a really good spot. I did get told, I think by someone in the comments, to watch episodes 125 and 126 together. I will be watching them in the same sitting. They just might not be in the same video. And last thing before I get into these episodes here, Hunter x Hunter will be coming out twice a week, and it will be 2-episode videos of Hunter x Hunter the whole way through the rest of the show. But with all that being said, enjoy the video. How much has happened in 30 minutes of real time, man? I completely forgot about this. I mean, there ain't going to be a selection at this rate. Oh, and Palm. Oh, I completely forgot about Palm as well. What's good? Scaly. What if she keeps her Nen ability? Well, this is going to be interesting. What did he say? A creature in the form they would soon become. Breakdown and awakening. I like those words. Who's awakening? Who's having a breakdown? Killua, you charging up. Ding.
Yosh.
I love that. He just goes to a power outlet and charges up. Oh, is he going to find Palm before gone? Is that Palm's aura? Is he looking at the reflection? Yeah. I can't see anything, bro. It's Palm. I need to know what's good with her, man. Does she remember anything or what? I'm thinking no. She's a fish. Why is she bleeding?
面影を残しながらも以前のパームではないことが明白な
Yeah,
その
that's all you need
姿
to
が
know.
キルアの神経を激しく波立たせた。
Damn, Killua was shook by it.
もしもゴンがパームを見たら
That's exactly what I'm saying. Oh god.
もうあいつの心に他の何かが入る隙間なんてない。
Yep. Breakdown.
ゴンは壊れるかもしれない。俺がここで
Yeah. This is what I want. This is what I want.
俺が視線を感じた以上、俺より前にパームも俺に気づいていたはず。
How strong is she?
自身の能力。
Okay, so you can still use the power.
私の能力を使えば容易なことよ。
Look at Bisky, man. Where's Bisky?
パームが今いた場所からは俺を直接見ることはできなかった。別の方法で俺を見たとしか考えられないからだ。
He's doing his Killua thing and thinking a lot.
キル、あね。
I like how her eyes widened a little bit.
記憶がある。
I'm on edge a bit still.
こ
Ooh.
んな姿になった私をもうゴンは嫌いに
Now
なっ
she's still there, it seems.
あいつは俺が見えてゴンが見えないのはなんでだ。
I didn't even think about that.
お前が先に気づいたはずだ。なぜ嘘をつく。
I've got a feeling that she's not on our side and she's using her human memories to try and get info from Killua. I don't know.
ゴンはどこ。
教えねえよ。敵だろ、お前。
Hey, yo. That's kind of dope, man. What is going on here? Look at her. Black Widow, Dark Demon Goddess. That's very Palm.
お前をぶっ殺したい気持ちとかさ。
Uh-oh. We might need some Godspeed. She's a freak. If she wasn't a freak before, she is now.
どうすんの。
It's a cool design though.
毛髪で自身を武装するパームのブラックウィドウは感情によってその様相を変えるが、その役割はもっぱら防御にあり、全身全霊を込めたオーダである。
Oh, okay. So she can use her Nen distribution offensively. Damn! Oh, we're taking damage. Enhancer.
パームはもともと強化系。能力がツボにはまるとこんなにも変わるのか。
When everything clicks.
長期戦になったら完全に不利だ。
Godspeed.
ゴンの精神は限界。ピトを待つことでやっとつながっている状態なんだ。ごめん。俺もテンパってて敵とか言っちゃったけど、外見が変わろうがお前はパームなんだろ。
Ooh.
ゴンは苦しんでる。尊敬する人を無残に変えられて、その人は今心すら奪われてるんだ。そこへお前までがその姿でいきなり現れたら。
What? Killua.
ゴンはもう まともでいられなくなる。だから必ず最初にあいつの名前を呼んでくれ。ゴンって。
Love how his whole attitude shifted there when he talked about that's the condition. Interesting.
パームのことばっか心配してたよ。ゴンを安心させてやってよ。
Oh, wait, that could be really good.
時間稼ぎ。合
Yeah,
わせるつもりは毛頭ない。そのはずだった。
but then he realized this could be good. This is what I'm saying. The whole tone shifted. Yeah. Oh, Killua,
少し
mate.
でも楽にしてやってくれ。もうパームにしかできない
Oh,
んだ。
he's so right though. And he's realized like how important this could be.
他の誰にもできないんだよ。
He can't even do it right now. I think this is a mixture of the fact that he can't do it and just how much he cares for Gon.
できないんだ。
It started off as a plan, and now this is all just come pouring out. Mate.
キルアがずっと抱えていた。咳が切れた。
Mate. Bro, I love Killua. He's so scared of losing his friend, man. He's so scared. Oh, this. Number one. Oh, that's right. They said that before. Now, is Puff controlling her?
プフがゆっくりと音もなく迫ってくるのを見て、パームは覚悟を決めた。
Oh, that's what the wound is. She stabbed herself.
しかし、ピトーによって阻
Yeah,
止された。
yep, exactly.
ピトーとプフは彼女を実験兵士の第一号とすることにした。
Okay.
精神力の強い者ほど過去の記憶が残る傾向にある。害をもたらす事例の大部分は記憶と感情が結びついた場合に生じる。
They're working on her head here.
ピトーのドクター・ブライスでパームの脳の感情と記憶をつなぐ部位を破壊した。
So she has the memories, but not the emotions?
眉からの再生が早いことは G2 やレオルでの実験によって立証済みであった。
So you keep the memories, but not the attachment. And they want to do that to all these people.
目の前のガキを殴り殺せ。
黙れ。
Has it not worked?
私は
Say palm.
パームシベリア
Uh-huh.
1号じゃない。
Sit down, little Puff.
あんたたちアリの手先になんか
Is her connection too strong, or how has she defied this?
死んでもならない。
This is that, you know, that Kurapika shit, man. That resolve, man.
キル
That
ア
sounds
あん
like
たのお
palm.
かげよ。頭の中に境があって気持ちと体がバラバラなのに、あんたが境を外してくれたの。
Let's go, Killua.
自分が無力だなん
This is
て
the
思わないで
awakening. Oh, that's hard.
私がゴンのため何かできるなら喜
What
ぶ
an episode, man. I love this.
ゴンに一番必要なのはあなたなのよ。
Hear those words, buddy. Ain't no one else here who can tell Killua that right now.
どうした？失敗。
Oh.
それだけのことで
Yeah,
す。
true. So he knows.
急がば回れ。兵士には記憶も感情も不要ってことですね。しかしそれはピトーの能力を借りずに済む。
Oh.
私一人でも兵士を生産でき
Ooh,
るというこ
interesting.
と。
Given the way they're viewing Peter right
む
now.
しろ好都合。王国を建てるのに。王と私の
The king and me. He doesn't say Yuppie and Peter. That's a fantastic episode, man. I'm really excited to talk about this one at the end of the next one. But just like that, we've pretty much dealt with the whole Palm situation. She's on our side, but she was just an experiment. And it's so very interesting. I'll talk more about it later. But I hope she's like stronger now because of this. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. All right, next episode. I've got a feeling this might be a bit of a banger. Great power and ultimate power. Okay, who is who?
メレオロンの再三の静止を振り切りプフとの直接対決に臨んだナックルが
He's here. Wait, how much of Puff is here? Because he's also going with Yuppie right now.
ここにいる私はいわば分身。本体はすでに王の元へと向かっています。
Yeah, he's not here. There's gone even here that that's why Peter is concerned, I think.
ナックルがここにいる以上、ユピーは彼を見逃したことになり、それを自分に黙っている。
Dude, Puff is like he's on his own thing right now.
彼は私がこの場から動かないよう要求しています。
Dude, look at his eyes.
場所を変えるため、要求を撤回させる必要があります。
It's not the real him, gone. Let him go.
私が望むのはむしろ対話です。それゆえの告白です。
It's like the king only wanting to talk to Netero.
嘘をつけ。
He can tell.
お前はさっき俺を後ろから殺そうとした。自分でもそう言った。ナックル、騙されるな。
Gon's not fucking around.
こいつ、厄介だ。
Ooh.
おそらく敵の中で一番こいつが揺るがぬ意志を
The strongest will.
ピトーと共に縛られている現状はむしろ歓迎すべきなのかもしれません。
He's out of the fight.
この後どうするかはあなたにお任せします。
プフ、まさか。
Hello?
正面玄関で10分待ちます。来るか来ないかはあなた次第。
I guess the concern now is if Gon's gonna do something, but I don't think he will.
待ってくれ。僕はここにいる。プフのことは謝る。
Yeah.
僕がいればいいだろう。10分。予定より10分早く直せ。
He said, I'm punishing you for that.
ピトーは戦慄していた。この場がどうなろうと構わないとプフが判断し離れたことにも
Puff doesn't care about this, man. Puff's on his own
プ
thing.
フの挑発を意に介さず時間の短縮を告げたゴンを恐れた。
Yeah, like it's just so daunting, man.
ピトーは手術の時間を意図的に多めに申告し、ゴンはそれを拒否した。それによって2人が合意した1時間は実はピトーが小麦の状態を見て
Very smart from Pito. So I imagine 50 minutes is also okay.
プフの去り際のセリフにゴンが同調しただけの可能性が高い。
That's what I was thinking too.
そう思いながらピトーは不吉な思いを振り払えずにいた。
命がけになる。出ないとこいつの牙は
Oh shit.
王の喉元にも届きうるかもしれない。
Ooh, she's that concerned.
ナックル、ここは俺一人で大丈夫。南だよ、王は。
So many layers, man.
確信に変わった瞬間であるからの使命を完全に覚悟した。
Oh, wow.
殺さねばならない。何としてもこいつを王のために。
It's because he knows where the king is. She's so concerned. Okay.
俺は俺のやり方でやる。
There's a lot of that going on. Poof, Knuckle gone.
ユピーは
Not an enemy.
いや何でもねえ。
Hmm.
かろうじてナックルは思いとどまった。
There's a lot going on, man. Netero, the king.
なぜ貴様が世の名前を知っている？
I still love
わしに
this.
負けを認めさすことができれば教えてやらんでもないぞ。
すぐに積んでやろう。
Are these the great and ultimate powers? Who is who, though? There's got to be more to the king, though, right? I could watch him do this all day. Oh, look at the background. Ooh, I likes this.
いつからだ敵の攻撃を待つようになったのは
Maybe when he knew he was stronger, for sure. That's why he'd wait. This might be different.
百式観音
Here we are again. 99th? Hey, yo! That's epic, man. What the 100th one look like? There's some hefty blows, man.
一体いつからだ負けた相手が頭を下げながら差し出してくる両の手に間を置かずに答えられるようになったのはそんなんじゃねえだろう俺が求めた武の
Ultimate power.
敗色恋難敵にこそ前例をもって臨むこと
That's classic though, isn't it? Oh shit. This is underneath where they were fighting? Is this coincidence? So this track in the background, man, feels very Netero. Also feels a bit Phantom Troopy. It's a sick shot. I'm assuming he's gonna be fine.
ここは墓場貴様の名
That's so hard. The king is like not reacted at all, by the way. Is this like the time slowing down? What's going on here? Oh shit. I mean, there's a lot going on. I still don't know if he's taken any damage, though. They're really showing us where Netero is, and then they're going to show us what the king can actually do, you know? So I've got a bad feeling about this.
感謝するぜ
Here it comes. Tri-beam.
お前と出会えた
His heart.
これまでの全てに
What the hell is this? That's a lot for Netero's character though here as well. This is going to be a fun discussion, man. I'm going to enjoy this one. All right, there's a lot to go over here. These last two episodes, I will do my best. We will start with episode 124, which was really good. The whole episode was Killua and Palm, and it was really good. Another really well-done situation where I have absolutely no idea what's going on with Palm, like right up until the end. So this situation with Palm is, I'm glad we got to see how she got captured as well, and that she did try to kill herself, or maybe not so much that. It was just she tried to make it look like she was injured and trying to escape from Bizef, but Pito and Puff saw right through that. So they were using her as an experiment to see if they could use Pito's doctor to make it so all of these people they have waiting outside can be changed quicker if they keep their memories but disconnect them from their emotions, right? This was an experiment. Palm might be a bit of an outlier though, because I imagine her emotions, especially towards Gon, are very, very strong. But this was a very well done situation. Look, they've done their thing again, which is very in this arc's character, but also in Killua's character, where it really slows down and you're in Killua's head and he's thinking about everything. But what I liked about that, and I haven't really felt like this in these moments up to this point, it might be because I just took like a 2-week break, is I really felt the tension building when it slowed down and you're thinking about all the possibilities, and I really started to think I had no idea what was going on. So I really enjoyed that. Like Killua having all these like realizations like in real time in his initial interaction with Palm, really building up to that final big realization he has at the end where all the emotions just come pouring out of him. And up to that point, Palm was in that state of, she had her memory, she could remember Gon, Killua, everything, but she didn't have the emotions attached to that. So it looked like Puff was like, you know, in there, you know, like kind of controlling her or like directing her, I guess. Like she has no idea what to do. She doesn't have any emotions. So she's just using the fact that she has the memories of Gon to try and get Killua to, you know, tell her where they are, and maybe it was a bit of Puff's agenda as well. But what Puff got out of this is that he doesn't need Pito, right? It's going to take a little bit longer to turn all the humans and build the empire for the king and him, not for the king, Pito, Yuppie and him, just the king and him. That tells you where Puff's at, and that becomes more evident in episode 125 as well. But essentially the experiment did not work. But there was a pretty epic fight. Like this ability that Palm has, they told us that she could still use her, you know, ability to see people. But this ability with her hair, like covering her body, like as a massive defense mechanism, that's sick. I get the impression that she's always been able to do this. She just hasn't needed to up to this point. I think it might just be her appearance that has changed because of, you know, what Pito and Puff did. But that was really cool. What was the name of it? Because like it was a sick name. Black Widow, Dark Demon Goddess. That is so Palm. And I respect Killua was, you know, mentality to hold back as long as he did. I just wanted to see Godspeed again, I'm not gonna lie, because at that point you think Palm's gone, right? Like she's an ant, she remembers, but she's not on our side. It's obviously a bit deeper than that, but Killua needs to keep her away from Gon, but he also can't kill her, right? Because, you know, if Gon finds out that she's dead, that could be just as bad as if Gon sees her the way she is right now. But that all leads up to, like, you know, Killua comes up with this plan. He's just trying to buy time, but when he starts saying things that are the truth, like, we can't let Gon see you the way that you are right now. This is what Killua said at the start of the episode, you know? Gon's got like no room left in his heart. If he sees anything else crazy like this, like Palm being turned into this, and even if she's not on their side anymore, he's gonna completely snap and it's just gonna be a disaster. Like, and he's not necessarily worried about, you know, if Gon snaps and he kills Pito, you know? It's more like he's scared he's gonna lose Gon to his rage, and maybe Gon might end up killing Kamugi, and then they learn later on that she's completely innocent, and Gon might just be completely broken and he's gonna lose his friend. You know, like that's where all this stems from. Like, Killua cares so much for Gon. He's so worried that Gon's gonna lose himself in his anger, or just not get what he wants from this and just be completely changed. And as Killua starts talking to Palm about, Gon was really worried about Palm going into this, and Killua kind of realizes in his own mind that he can't do anything for Gon right now. Like, his last interaction with Gon was not a good one. And it's like he realizes in this moment that maybe Palm is the key for him. Like, if Palm pulls up in front of Gon and says, I'm alive, I'm still Palm. Like, I might look a little bit different, but I'm still here. And he said, Gon is the word. That's the condition. You must start with Gon. I feel like whenever Killua like really gets through to Gon, he's saying Gon. It's Killua specifically saying Gon. So maybe if Palm pulls up and says Gon, you must start with Gon, that might, you know, get through to him a little bit more. It's so interesting, the use of the word condition as well, because we know how conditions work with Nen and all of that. It might just be something to do with Gon's rage, like how angry he is. Maybe hearing Gon from someone he cares about is like a condition for him kind of hearing and trusting what they're saying. Just a theory, but it's fun. But then Killua just breaks down, and this was a hard watch, man. Like, I love Killua. I love Killua and Gon's friendship, but Killua always keeps these things stored up. He's never been able to say any of this to Gon or to anyone else, and it happens in this moment. And he didn't even mean to go on like this, you know? He was trying to buy time, but like he's, you know, the dam broke, as the narrator said. All the emotions came pouring out, and that's what snapped Palm back. Like, she described it as like there was a wall like between her emotions and her memories, and Killua broke that. And Killua was saying he couldn't do anything for Gon right now, but look what he just did for Palm. That's why Palm says to him, don't say there's nothing you can do. Gon still needs you more than anyone. Big time. I loved all of that. It's so interesting how Palm's whereabouts and what happened to her hangs over this for so long, and then it's brought back in this way, and you immediately think before this episode, Gon's gonna lose his shit if he sees Palm like this. But we've already kind of dealt with that. We now know that it's just an appearance thing with Palm, and Palm probably understands things a lot more after having this interaction with Killua as well. So I need both of these guys to pull up to Gon right now and be like, Gon, look at this. Look, it's Palm. She's alive. It could make him even more angry though, because, you know, he's so angry towards Pito. He's already taken 10 minutes off her time. Even though Palm's alive, he might just get pissed because they've turned her into something as well. But at least she's still there. She's alive. It's not like Kite. All right, episode 125. Now, this was really good as well. I love any time we get to spend with Gon the way he is right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, this Gon is just so incredibly different to the Gon that we've come to know. But that's why it's so interesting. So Knuckles just pulled up, you know, and this makes sense because he's not going after Yuppie right now. He's looking at Pito and Puff, and it can really only be Puff because, you know, Gon's keeping Pito here. But Puff's not really here. Like, it's only like half of him, right? Like, his main body, or like, I guess most of him, is with Yuppie going towards the king. Now, the thing that I think is the most important in terms of Puff and Knuckle through all of this is Puff realizes that Yuppie did not kill Knuckle, and he wants to find out why. That's why he's trying to fabricate this whole conversation with Knuckle, even if that means, you know, fighting with him a bit. He just wants to get that information because Puff is just on a different wavelength right now. You know, he's already been very skeptical of Pito. He doesn't like this whole Komugi situation. And now he's learnt from Palm that he doesn't need Pito. And now he's even more sus of Yuppie. Like, why is Knuckle still alive? Like, what's going on with Yuppie? So Puff is just, it's just him and the king, like he reckons. So he needs to know where Yuppie's head's at. Like, how come Yuppie's transformed and left Knuckle alive? It's all very, very interesting. And I like all the attention they draw to how stressed Pito is in this situation. Because she's using so much Nen to heal Komugi, she can't really defend herself. And healing Komugi is her biggest priority above everything else right now because it's for the king. So if Puff leaves, Pito's so worried that Gon is just gonna lose his shit and kill her and Komugi, and it's just gonna be a disaster. That's why Pito's so stressed, and I really enjoy that. But Puff leaves and says, Knuckle, come and talk. I'll wait for 10 minutes. Pito shits herself, but it's like, it's even more stressful to her that Gon just so calmly says, you now have 10 less minutes. This guy, I love that. But what Pito gets from this is Gon has the most willpower, and she is seeing him as a threat to the king, right? And Pito got that Gon knows where the king went, south. So now Pito's thinking, I need to kill this boy. You know, I still need to heal Komugi. And they explain that that seems very possible, even with the 50 minutes. And now she's so locked in because up to this point, she didn't know that Gon, you know, knew where the king was. So it wasn't going to be a problem. But now it is. Now she's thinking, right, if we do this, what if Gon, you know, becomes a threat to the king? Like, it makes perfect sense. But now Pito's has completely shifted. She's like, okay, now I need to heal Komugi. This is still my #1 priority. And then I've got to kill this boy. So like, everything is completely switched up. And we'll see what happens with Knuckle. Like, I think Knuckle deliberately chose not to tell Gon that he's not viewing Yuppie as an enemy right now, that Yuppie is changing, which I think is the right call right now. We'll see what happens. And then we're back on Netero and the king. All right, we're back on the good stuff. Now I've got to read into this a little bit more, because what we get from this is the ultimate power that Netero has desired is to be able to fight with his entire being, his entire soul, against someone stronger than him, someone that can take him down. So he starts saying, when did he start waiting for my opponent to attack? And furthermore, when was it that I stopped hesitating to be gracious, taking the hands of vanquished opponents when they bowed their heads in defeat? He stopped hesitating to be gracious. To me, that just says that since he went off and trained and became so incredibly strong, he hasn't fought against someone stronger than him. So he started waiting for people to attack because he knew he was stronger. And he didn't hesitate to be gracious. It makes sense. But in this situation, that can only imply that the king is stronger than him. And it doesn't look like Netero's done any damage. Like, he's been absolutely unleashing. He attacked first. The king hasn't done anything. It's so interesting because there's a little bit of Goku here, if you will. Excuse the comparison, but Goku obviously fights to try and save everyone, but he also does it for his own, you know, selfish enjoyment, to push himself to fight against people at their strongest. I feel like there's a little bit of what Netero is doing here as well. Yes, the king needs to die. The ants need to be stopped. There's the whole Hunters Association thing to think about, the rest of the world, humanity. But for Netero, it's also, this is all he's wanted in life. Like, since he got this strong, it seems, to be able to fight someone stronger than him. So he's had to lure the king into fighting him with the knowledge of his name, Meruem, so he can have this experience. But it looks like the king was getting up, man. Like, it looks like he was getting ready to do stuff. And we ended with that really epic image of Netero, you know, talking about how thankful he was for everything that's happened, for him to have this meeting with the king. which is kind of crazy because everything that's happened, he's thankful for, and so much tragedy has happened in the wake of all of this. And just this image with him, you know, like holding the heart symbol over his heart. You know, he wants to fight with all of his soul, all of that. So interesting. There's going to be a lot more depth here. I think the king's going to whip his ass, man. I just have a feeling. The way things are happening, the king hasn't done anything yet. Netoro's used his 99th hand, man. We're going to find out. Either way, I'm very interested in all of this, and I'm very excited about the next 2 episodes. So I'm going to go into those 2 right now. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more, check out the Patreon for early access. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next episodes of Hunter x Hunter.